What's going on, guys? So we flew all the way to Florida to get this Jeep. All the way to Florida to get this Jeep for 1 week. Yes, so kind of got you with that, I'm sure. But yes, we flew all the way to Florida for our honeymoon, and we decided to rent a cool vehicle while we were down here. So we ended up getting this 2021 Jeep Wrangler Ultimate Sport. I think that's what she is, and it's in this really cool color. And today I just want to go over all the goods, the bads, and how I've enjoyed it over the last week. So for starters, obviously, I think it's a really good looking Jeep. It's like a Nardo gray. We have really enjoyed this color. It's really cool. So we got the trail rated 4x4 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport. Excuse me, it's actually unlimited, not whatever I said. We got the, I don't know, it's a hard top, but you can actually take off the top too, which is nice. Honestly, when we rented it, we didn't know exactly what we were getting. We just wanted a Jeep, and this is what they had sitting there for us, and I think it was honestly meant to be. It's perfect. So y'all know Lauren just got her 4Runner, but she had also been considering a Jeep, but I really was kind of against it just due to Jeeps. I just didn't think it was going to be nice enough for her to really enjoy it. Headlight in there like a Jeep. But I do actually really like the way this thing looks, and I think it would be super good looking lifted up with some nice wheels and tires. And they have so many nice options as far as engines and stuff goes. You can get a V6, you can get a diesel, you can get the Turbo 4. There's a lot of different options that I think would suit different setups for whatever you wanted to do with it. We got a 2.0 liter Turbo 4, and honestly this thing gets the Jeep moving pretty daggum good. I think it's got 275 horsepower, 295 foot-pounds of torque.
It does have a pretty good takeoff.
And in all reality, this is a pretty daggum good engine in this Jeep. About that 2,000–3,000 RPM range, this thing will get up and go pretty daggum good. Pretty daggum good looking Jeep. So let's go inside and check it out. So we do have a bunch of junk in here, so excuse that. We have been rolling around in it for the last week, but dude, I have really grown to love the interior of this Jeep. Let's hop in it, show you all around. Obviously they don't want you smoking in here. A couple things that I love. One, super chunky gear shifter, love that. 4-wheel drive, manual. You got your e-brake. There's a lot going on. This is a little cluttered. They probably could have put this as a kick foot, one on the floor or whatever, just to give you a little bit more room right here, but I do like it. So there is our current trip. We've driven 132.3 miles, averaging 21.5 over that trip. So that gives you a good idea. Maybe you'll know now. But overall, gauges are sick. I like them. You also, if you're in park, you can just mat it to the floor and that just cracks me up. Dylan's little Toyota bounces, but this one just holds it there. It's funny. Anyways, steering wheel's all nice. Obviously in a Jeep, it is kind of bizarre. I haven't been in a Jeep in a long time, probably since my buddy's 2006 Jeep that he had. But it's very Jeep-like, straight up window obviously, but all these things are actually pretty premium and feel pretty daggum good. Infotainment system, it's a little small, but it does, if you plug in, have Apple CarPlay and everything like that, so it actually works pretty daggum good. As far as like what I look at when I'm driving, everything here is really nice. The hood looks really cool. You know, you got the little thing for the windshield. Everything's cool. Mirrors are tiny, but they are functional, and you can see pretty good as long as you set them correctly. So now that you've seen all the ins and outs on the Jeep, let's go ahead and take it for a spin and talk about how I really feel about it driving. All right, we'll be able to jump out here and give a tiny taste of acceleration with the Jeep. We're just gonna jump out here and mat it. It picks up, it goes pretty good. Jeeps have kind of an awkward windshield to where you can't really prop the old GoPro up too good without a bunch of different attachments, so that's why y'all are right there. I'm really impressed. I had no clue what engine we had when we got this thing. We just hopped in and took off, and immediately we noticed we were getting pretty daggum good fuel economy when you don't really think about that in a Jeep. I've never been in a Jeep that does stuff like this. Of course, I haven't been in a Jeep since like 2006 Jeeps. Hit the interstate, you know, running like 75, and you honestly really have to drive this thing. It's not like a cruiser, it's not like Lauren's 4Runner, it's not like my truck. It's not something you just hop in and just mindlessly drive down the road. I guess it's got the stereotypical kind of all over the road kind of cheap feel. Maybe it's just ours, I don't know. This one's only got 5,000 miles, but then again, me and vehicles with 5,000 miles apparently doesn't mix very well. After a week of driving it, I like it a lot. I actually really do like it, and I could definitely see myself in a Jeep just like this and really enjoy, you know, modifying it and lifting it and doing all that kind of stuff. I don't even know what these cost. They're probably $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, just like everything else in this world. Who knows? But as far as, you know, just do I have a desire to go get one, and would I enjoy it? I think I really would. Wind noise is, you know, typical Jeep stuff. You hear a lot of wind coming from the front windshield. If you're riding anywhere close to anybody, you'll hear every little speck of dirt that flies up. You immediately will hear it hit. We're at Marco Island, right outside of Naples, Florida. It's absolutely awesome out here. Tons of Jeeps. That's probably the #1 vehicle down here is a Jeep. I'll probably catch up with her and get her final thoughts and opinions on the Jeep. We'll have to see, does she regret getting her 4Runner and not getting the Jeep? Personally, I like the 4Runner a lot better. It's much more suited for her needs. The Jeep is cool. It would be something fun to have as a third vehicle for us to just enjoy and goof around and all that kind of stuff. But as far as being the single daily driver, not for her, for sure. Maybe me, not for her.
Here we go. There went your phone.
All right, guys, I got Lauren in here, and we're gonna go over your opinions on the Jeep, because I already told them you had kind of contemplated a Jeep before the 4Runner.
Yes.
I gave my thoughts and opinions on this and compared it to the 4Runner. So let's hear your thoughts. You haven't driven it. She can't drive it. She's not old enough. But anyways, your opinions on being passenger and dealing with everything.
It's super bumpy. Doesn't ride as good as my 4Runner.
Yeah, I said that.
I think the only reason why I really wanted a Jeep is because you can make them look cool.
Mm-hmm.
And like I look like a Jeep mom. Like I'll never be a minivan mom. So I think that's really the reason why I thought about a Jeep, because you can make them look.
You definitely can.
Pretty cool.
I've been impressed. I've been impressed with it.
Right. I've been impressed. Same. Yes.
It's been enjoyable.
MPGs on it is insane. Way better than mine.
Well, not that much. Like 4 or 5.
4Runner. Yeah, that's true.
It's like 19.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah.
But we have been doing a ton of stop and go like this, so it is
Right.
impressive that it's getting that good.
Right.
Doing all of this. It might be 30 something on the highway.
I feel like my 4Runner's way nicer than this.
Oh yeah, it's much more premium feeling than this.
Yeah.
This is like the off-road Jeep. It's got cloth seats, all that kind of stuff. It's kind of bare bones as far as luxury items, but I could see myself driving one. That's what I said basically to sum it up. I didn't think this was going to be as nice enough for you to enjoy all the time,
Right.
and that I could see myself driving it all the
Right.
time, but I couldn't see you driving it all the time.
Maybe we can get Knox
The
one.
weekend one. I mean, we've got, 15 years until that's even up. Well, 13 years.
No, I agree. We should definitely get, which Mom and Dad have one, so we'll get that. It's my grandfather's.
But I will admit this. The negative that I said about this one being a little wiggly and kind of rough.
Oh, that one's terrible.
It's a million times better than older Jeeps.
Because
This is a lot more refined than older Jeeps, but it still has that Jeep feel to
Right.
it. It's not something you just hop in
especially
and
Pawpaw's. Pawpaw's is like
mindlessly drive.
We tried to take the
We took the tops off for a couple hours and then we were like dying.
And I was getting sunburnt, but that's just not skin.
It was like 100 that day.
Yes, it's very hot here. But it's like you said, if we were like on the like a highway, it would have been better. But we were stop and go, so we weren't getting.
Yeah, no, we were getting just toasted.
Yes.
Overall, Jeep review, we've enjoyed it. Would potentially own one in the future. So hopefully y'all enjoyed our random review of this Jeep. We literally had no clue what we were getting when we got it. I was just thinking we were gonna get a base model 4-door pile of junk, but it turns out we got a pretty daggone nice one, 4-wheel drive, all that kind of stuff. Really have enjoyed it. So what's this creeping up on us? Ferrari? I've seen a couple Ferraris and stuff. Anyways, enough rambling. We're out of here.
Peace.
Getting a thumbnail, part 1. There we go. And that's the embarrassing side of getting a thumbnail that Lauren hates. But it is beautiful out here. Holy crap. Ferraris, Lambos, insane trucks, Audis. It's wild. Oh, and then that.